Okay, yeah, if you do something good one time, that's pretty good, right? But if you can duplicate it, of course, if you can do it again or a third time, then you might have something there. And that is exactly what we're watching in the food delivery space right now. So let's see if I can duplicate my success from yesterday driving on Uber Eats here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where for a couple of hours it was extraordinarily busy. So let's see, was that a fluke or are we indeed rounding the corner into a very busy season? All right, let's go online here. And really last time I had a $10 surge extra bonus pay on Uber Eats on my very first request. So okay, kind of great signs here, really strong bonuses on the Uber Eats surge map. So I'm seeing an extra $2.50 and let's get our first order here. All right, nothing immediately like yesterday. That's okay. We'll give it a few minutes here. Sometimes it takes a second. All right, nothing's really happening immediately here. That's okay. I'm going to pull an audible. I'm going to go to really one of my go-to starting zones. We talked about this yesterday, is transitioning to hot zones, especially when it's exceptionally busy in your marketplace and you're seeing really high surge pay like this. Okay, so really immediately here, $11.43 for a stacked order for 8.8 miles. It's gonna take an hour though for $11.43. Kind of underwhelming here, especially on one of the first requests. That's okay. Decline. All right, well, immediately after that, there's a single order this time for $11.50, 7.1 miles. I need a better dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? And I don't like the ending destination for strategy. Decline. All right, well, at least this rapid fire request here, that's telling me I'm in a pretty good zone. So 1534, a stacked order for 5 miles. It's not going to take as long, but again, just knowing this route here, ending destination as well for strategy, I gotta decline. All right, but it's supposed to be pretty busy. We have a pretty good surge pay around us right now. So why $8.96 on a stacked order? That is 2 or more assignments here. So it's what, like a $4 and some payout per drop off here. 7.8 miles, clearly declined. Quick timeout to talk about patience and waiting for an order request. Trust your market knowledge. I'm telling you, trust your hot zones, especially because remember, if your map is like this, if it's red, or even on DoorDash, if there's high bonus pay, typically it's really algorithmic in part. So typically there's a reason for that high bonus pay. Again, patience. Let's decline those orders because this $11.20, a single order, 2.8 miles for just 15 minutes. Let me know down below in the comments. I mean, does the app eventually just learn, hey, this person's not going to take this dollars to mile. They're not going to take this order that's super far away. I don't know. Is it happenstance? Because I literally have no idea here. So let us know your hunch down below in the comments. But from doing this since really 2015, 2016, I'm telling you, take your time, choose wisely because, I mean, it's your time invested here. A stellar start. A quick gripe of Uber Eats here. You know what's not stellar is I was arriving to this KFC and the way that the user interface is laid out, I got a add-on order, a stacked order for Bird on the Run that I automatically accepted because I was clicking through the app trying to get to the customer screen so I could just, break up the name for the KFC order. And of course, I clicked on this Bird on the Run order. That's exactly why you want to save those cancellations. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't even really see the restaurants. I couldn't see the additional pay, the distance, nothing like that. So I'm not going to take it. If I don't know that it was an accident, I'm canceling. So I'm finishing that last delivery and I get this order request. This is more like it. This is what we're looking at right now when hopefully, again, these markets are really starting to pick up here. So $15.91, 3.4 miles. Now, a little bit of a risk here. I wasn't familiar with this restaurant or the ending destination, but I mean, the time, the dollars to mile, I took a bit of a risk here. I'm taking it. So that one did take me a little bit out of my hot zones. But again, for the pay, I mean, even if anything, the miles, you can see the miles, and I knew, okay, I wasn't super familiar with that ending destination, but if it's not like 12 miles away, it's not 10 miles away. So I was willing to take that one. So let's look at this next one here for $7.50. I declined this one. Really, it was just a cash flow for me. I mean, dollars to mile is fine. Really, the dollars a time is pretty good as well, but I wanted more cash flow. And I talked about in our prior video is trying to get $10+ payouts when it's super busy. And I have two questions. Number one, is your marketplace in the food delivery space? Really, I mean, any app, is it Uber Eats with the surge pay? Is it DoorDash with the peak pay, or just Grubhub bonuses? Is it picking up right now, like we're really seeing this week here? And if so, I guess especially, how common are $10+ payouts in your market? Because this is what I'm going for. Again, 10 plus. It's $12.25, great dollars to mile at 3.5 miles in 19 minutes. I feel like what we're really tracking right now are these bonuses. And again, trying to get super high payouts, $10+ payouts, really up from $7 payouts, and still short on the miles. So really an even more exceptional dollars to mile ratio. And this order is a perfect illustration of that. $20.03 for a stacked order. So $10 per drop off here, 6.9 miles for 40 minutes. And what I really like about this one was it is a pickup at just one restaurant. Now, again, going back to the order screen here, we see just, the one restaurant name, but I don't know. We've been watching that as well. Do we still see both restaurants, or are we just going to see the one restaurant, even if it has two pickup locations? And before we get into the numbers, can I just literally just show you something that left me pretty confused why I even got this after today and yesterday? Why am I getting $2.50 for 3.2 miles, so under $1 per mile here, and 13 minutes? I mean, I don't know. This one kind of seemed out of left field, especially after the super high bonuses. There was still surge pay. I have no idea. Is this just kind of a fishing line from the app to see if you'd take really poor orders for some reason? No idea. I would figure this would be at least $8 to $12. But the question remains, did we beat yesterday? And is the trend of big money right now, as we roll into the fall, as we roll into Q4 later in the year here, is now the time to really relook and maybe even double down on these food delivery apps? So with that, let's take a look at the numbers. This shift here in Pittsburgh was from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. During this time, I grossed $59.42, which is a gross revenue per hour of $29.71. Now, we did miss the mark from yesterday. I believe we're at $32 an hour for that 2-hour shift. But I mean, $29. My goal for you this year is $25 per hour on any app that you drive for. So 29, we are still very strong. During this shift, I completed 5 deliveries, received 5 tips as well, with an average tip of $4.55. Business miles here, 18.2, and a payout per mile of $3.26. And based on those miles, I get a tax deduction of $10.36. I'm super excited to continue to watch this for you and to read your comments down below. And we will have shifts on DoorDash, on Grubhub facing, really more so facing shifts there. But I mean, I've been watching this app all day, and Uber Eats is putting up some really big numbers. And again, we really talked about that yesterday. So really make sure to watch that video if you haven't done so already. So if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.